Hi, welcome back to our series on C# programming tips and tricks. In this video, we're going to talk about interpolated strings, which are a convenient way to include expressions within a string literal in C#. Before we get into that, let's review how we typically create strings in C#. The most common way is to use string concatenation, like this. See. In this code, we're using the plus operator to concatenate several strings together, along with some variables that we're converting to strings. This works fine, but it can become tedious if we have a lot of variables to include in our string, and it can be error-prone if we forget to convert a variable to a string or accidentally include a variable twice. This is where interpolated strings come in. An interpolated string is a string literal that includes expressions inside curly braces. We indicate that a string is an interpolated string by prefixing it with the $character, like this. In this code, we're using the $character to create an interpolated string. The expressions inside curly braces are evaluated at runtime and replaced with their values in the resulting string. This makes it easier to include variables in our string without having to worry about converting them to strings, and it can also make our code more readable. Interpolated strings can also include more complex expressions, like method calls and arithmetic operations. Here's an example. In this code, we're using an interpolated string to include the result of an arithmetic operation inside our string. The expression x plus y is evaluated at runtime and replaced with the sum of x and y. Interpolated strings can also be used to format values using format strings. Format strings are a way of specifying how a value should be displayed, and they're included inside curly braces, after the expression. Here's an example. In this code, we're using an interpolated string to format the value of pi as a floating point number with 2 decimal places. The format string, f2, specifies that we want 2 decimal places. In summary, interpolated strings are a powerful and flexible feature of C# that can make our code more readable and easier to maintain. By using them, we can include expressions and variables inside our string literals without having to worry about concatenation or conversion. I hope you found this video helpful, and be sure to check out our other videos on C# tips and tricks.